Good afternoon, and this is the Rakyat Times TV news. I am Jonathan Lim. The jailing of opposition leader Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim continues to receive attention both locally and abroad. A former Attorney General Tan Sri Abu Talib Othman said today that UMNO lawyer Tan Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdullah should have his deputy public prosecutor's license revoked. This is because of his continued attacks on Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim after the federal court upheld Anwar's conviction and 5-year jail sentence. Talib, who was Attorney General from 1980 to 1993, said Anwar's appeal had come to a close on February 10 and that any further remarks were inappropriate and unnecessary. He added that justice had been done to the accuser Saiful and society following the pronouncement of the Apex Court. And still on the Anwar Ibrahim conviction. Between 300 and 400 people, mainly youths, took to the streets of Kuala Lumpur yesterday to protest the jailing of the opposition leader. Youth and student activists, including Adam Adli and Fahmi Zainal, were joined by Pakatan Rakyat leaders at the Kita Lawan protest to reject the court's verdict, which sentenced the opposition leader to 5 years imprisonment. The protesters, who were dressed in black and carried black flags and banners, began marching towards the Kuala Lumpur City Hall building after gathering at Sogo around 4:30 p.m. Also, yesterday, a loose coalition of youth announced that it would hold a mass rally on March 7 to support Anwar. PKR Youth Strategies Director Akmal Nasir said that the group had come up with a plan and would hold the rally on March 7 and 8 at 4 p.m. at Sogo. At a meeting held yesterday, the group adopted several resolutions. And moving on. In Copenhagen, Danish police launched raids across the capital yesterday after killing the suspected lone gunman behind a double shooting that stoked European fears of a new wave of extremist violence. Police said the unnamed man who killed 2 people at a cultural center and a synagogue was known to police. They believe he may have been inspired by the Paris Islamic attacks last month that claimed the lives of 17 people. Danes laid flowers and lit candles in memory of the victims of the worst such attack in the history of the small Scandinavian nation. Expressions of sympathy and horror poured in from across the world after the weekend's shootings, described by Danish Prime Minister Helle Thorning-Schmidt as a cynical act of terror. Danish broadcaster TV2 identified the assailant as a 22-year-old who was born and raised in Denmark and who was known to police because of his involvement in gangs. And that was the news on Rakyat Times TV. We will be back again tomorrow.